Hey guys, this is Social Fire and I'm back today with the EZA on Global for INT Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed this EZA. Maybe it's because I had a decent team for it and was really enjoying using some of the units that I picked up recently, but I also feel that it wasn't as difficult as some of the previous ones that we've had lately. So anyways, taking a look at this EZA, there's a few types that have an advantage. You have super physical and extreme physical types, and Bond of Master and Disciple category characters. So with my team, I have the 120% lead for the Bonds of Master and Disciple, but I don't have the INT Transforming Future Gohan. Wish I did, I don't have them. So what I did, instead of running a Bond of Master and Disciple team, I included that lead on my team, but I used Beerus. So I basically ran a Realm of Gods team since all of them fall under the Bond of Master and Disciple category anyways. And most of them are also physical types, the exception being Strength Kaioken Blue Goku. But he actually still tanks pretty effectively after like 2 rounds. Also, I just really wanted to use him because I picked him and Beerus up off of the recent banner, so I've really enjoyed running both of them. Honestly, Beerus has been a whole lot of fun to run too, and he is insanely good for this EZA. So if you have him, he is a must include for your team because he just dominates this EZA. I mean, you'll see he'll take out several health bars at a time. And honestly, this EZA, so the video clips go through level 30, but I was basically continuing on to see how long I could go until I died. And I haven't died yet. I just pretty much took a break at 51, and I'm going to keep going for a bit after that. I might try to go to 100 and do another video on that if I get to that. It just depends on how much time I have. Anyways, other units on the team here, you have the physical Shampoo there, you have Guasu, who I also brought as well. And let's take a look here. So the 120% lead is the super physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He is a Bond of Master Disciple category lead for Ki +3 and HP attack and defense plus 120%. So if you don't have Beerus, you could run him as well. Another thing that I played with the idea of doing even a Vegeta's family team because several of them are on the category too. So that you really have a few options if you don't have like ideal units for this. Also, I did bring along Transforming Vegeta. He has been very useful for several of the recent EZAs anyways. He has Super Saiyan 2 when he transforms for one of the previous ones that we had. So he's been very useful. He's been kind of a constant for me lately on these EZAs, and he was, again, very good for this one as well. Didn't take too much damage, did some pretty solid damage because, again, he does fall under Bond of Master and Disciple, and he is super physical type, so he has 2 advantages there. Also with this, like I was saying, you have a lot of good options that you can bring along. You could pretty much bring along the physical Piccolo. He's a great option there as well. You have the super physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that you can bring. You have physical future Gohan. That's why I said if you don't have an ideal setup, you can kind of play around with it. Try a Vegeta's family team, try a Realm of Gods team, which again is basically what I did here. They just fall under that category. So taking a look at the EZA itself, 1 through 3 is pretty basic, no additional damage reduction beyond the 35 and 40%. You'll pick up some orbs and awakening metal there. 4 through 9, you'll have additional damage reduction of 60% against tech types, so you want to try to stay away from being tech types if possible. And you'll pick up an INT Grand Kai and some awakening metals on 5. 10 through 12 characters that are SSR or lower can only cause less than 2 million damage. You'll pick up another Kai and awakening metals on level 10. You'll also have additional damage reduction of 70% against AGL and tech types for 13 through 19, and you'll pick up 2 more INT Kais, 2 more awakening metals on level 15. And then finally for 20 through 31 plus pretty much, you'll have additional damage reduction of 80% against AGL tech and strength types. So again, you kind of want to stay away from that. Like I said, I did still bring Strength Kaioken Goku because even with the damage reduction against him, he does pretty well. I mean, he wasn't taking significant damage at any point. Most of the time, I just try to keep him from getting supered on since the other ones are going to have more of an advantage there. And really, that last slot I had was just kind of a filler, so it was a toss-up between him and a few units, and he was fine for it, so I just kept him on there. Like I said, I'm still enjoying playing around with him and Beerus on these teams too, so I wanted to use them a bit more. And everything you get after 31, you're getting Hercule statues, which I'm kind of grinding for right now, the Platinum Hercule statues, just for some extra zenny. So like I said, I stopped at 51 for tonight, but I think I'll keep going if I have the time, just because this is one of those EZAs where I can. Thankfully, I had a really solid team for it. Like, this team did not die at all. It was able to carry through pretty well. So as you can see here, we have a rotation of Goku, the Bottom Master and Disciple, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So we'll see how they do here. Alright, so not bad. Now, Super Saiyan Blue Goku right there, that physical one, did pretty well. I tried to keep him from getting supered on too much too. I felt like he could tank decently enough, but he wasn't doing as much damage as the others either. Beerus, like I said, just really just carried this. He just killed it. So I brought my Beerus and I brought a friend lead Beerus. So if you do something like a Realm of God team and you don't have Beerus, you could bring a friend lead as well, and he's still going to help out a lot. By the way, I'm not speaking too loud right now because it is very late recording this, finally done with work. I'm trying not to wake everybody up and really tired, so like I said, just finished this, so this will probably be going up in the morning. Now, I say this every time, guys, if you don't have the character, make sure you try to do at least the first 30 stages, because you're also picking up Dragon Stones as well. It's another way to save up for 5 year, because we know 5 years right around the corner too. Also, you have a few missions with this EZA, pretty easy to finish. You have win the Extreme Z battle within 1 minute and 30 seconds at level 10 or higher for 1 Dragon Stone. Win Extreme Z battle within 1 minute and 50 seconds at level 20 or higher for 2 Dragon Stones. And then win Extreme Z battle at level 20 or higher with a character from the Bond, Master, and Disciple category on your team with 1 Dragon Stone. So again, you can get a few extra Dragon Stones from that as well. And the additionals in Evasion did kick in from Goku occasionally, and Beerus had some additionals kick in at times, which was very helpful and nice there too. And another unit you could actually bring, you could bring Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta himself, especially as you awaken him as you go along. He will take quite a bit of damage, so you definitely want to try to keep him out of harm's way if possible. Try to predict where those supers are coming from. And then you also have there's a physical version of Trunks that you could bring as well. I think it's the super physical Teen Trunks. So he'd be a decent option here since he can tank it. And then, let's see. Like I said, there's a lot that you could really go through here and kind of play around with different team builds. If I still have time this week, I might try to run it through with another team as well, just to see how well they would do, but like I said, it really depends on how much time I have. But if you find you don't have enough physical characters, again, just try to stay away from AGL attack and strength. I mean, if you do have Kaioken Blue Goku, strength Kaioken Blue Goku, he could do decently here despite that damage reduction, so you could bring him along if you happen to pick him up recently. And INT characters, I mean, they're pretty neutral here, so you could bring them as well. So getting toward the later parts, they do stretch out a little bit more. Like I said, it does take a little longer, but at any point, I wasn't really getting extremely low in health, and that's still kind of the situation getting to level 50. I really am still hanging around at least half a health bar. Alright, so here this rotation, we have my friend lead Beerus, which most of them were about 55% to 1 dupe. I think once I ran around 100%, so again, most of these that you're seeing that are killing it with this EZA are usually like no dupes or maybe 1 dupe as well. Additional kicking in for Goku as well. Those were always very helpful. I was happy to see those kick in. See, yeah. And then transforming Vegeta here. Like I said, he's been extremely useful. I mean, I wanted him initially. It took me a while to pull him, but wanted him just because it's transforming Vegeta, and I love Vegeta just as much as Trunks. But like I said, he's been extremely useful for some of these teams that have had to run on these EZAs. Shamba did well too. He took a little bit more damage at times, but again, really not that bad. I mean, most of the time when my units were getting hit, it was like between 20 and 30,000, so not really anything too difficult there. As you can see, we're pretty much at the last stage here. And Beerus coming in, of course, with his super attack. I actually love his super attack too, but again, killing it at the end. I mean, most of my KOs have been from him, but as you can see, I've pretty much stopped at 50. I think I went to 51 right after this, but taking a break for the night. Probably get started again tomorrow, see how far I can get. So if you're still working on the EZA, or if you've completed at least the first 30 stages, let us know down below what team you're using. Always say it could help out someone else who might still be struggling in this EZA. But if you're going further, you can let me know too, because like I said, this is one that isn't too difficult, so I'm gonna grind up the Zenny while I can. But we are gonna wrap it up here, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.